Hello everybody, my name is Ken Steffes. I'm the 1996 Olympic gold medalist in beach volleyball, #1 player in the world, world champion, and winningest player of all time. And I am standing right here in front of world famous State Beach, where I grew up playing when I was a kid. And I promised you all that I would give one of those how-to videos. And I'm going to show you how to pass, as well as a couple other training tips you can do on your own. And these are the exact same training tips that I did when I was a kid growing up, and what led me to be the best player in the world. Again, this is where I grew up playing when I was a kid, and what I would do is I'd come down here because you want to be down here first, because then you got in the first game, right? Because if you won, you got to play, and if you lost, you had to wait a long time. Well, what happened was I found myself with nothing to do, so I wanted to teach myself all the skills of volleyball. So for example, passing, all right? All those how to pass videos, I do not believe are wrong, all right? Every time you're trying to learn a skill or learn to do something better, you always have to ask yourself, what is the purpose that you are trying to do? In other words, what is the problem that comes about from passing? All right, the problem with passing in volleyball is that you have to take a ball and have it hit at exactly the right spot on an arm that is not flat, that has all sorts of different bones and stuff in it, and it can be very challenging. So what most people say is they'd say to hit the ball between the wrist and the elbow, but you don't always get to do that in beach volleyball. You don't always get to do that when you're playing in the sand. And right now it's windy out here, the ball's moving, and you're also moving in 3 dimensions. So you might have to take the ball on this side, you might have to take the ball on this side, you might have to take the ball up, and it's also a time element. So there's 4 dimensions involved. It gets very complicated. And the key is that before you can learn to pass with 2 hands, you have to learn to pass with 1 hand, okay? So if you can pass with 1 hand, 1 arm, then you should be able to pass everything. Now when I was young, this is the wall. This is the wall that I would bounce my ball against with little Ken Stoof, little Stoofaroo, was a little kid. He would come to the wall and learn how to pass. All right, and by the way, I love to see, if you look over there, the mountains, that's where I grew up, in those mountains up there. So that's kind of cool too. It looks like, what? Anyway, so here we go. I want you to look at my arm. All right, we're gonna learn how to pass on 4 spots in our arm. On this flat part of our arm, on the top of the arm. So this is the radius bone, which comes off the thumb. Then you have the ulna, which comes off the pinky. Then we're gonna learn to pass on the hands. And the reason we're gonna learn to pass on the hands is sometimes you don't have enough time to get into the proper platform, the proper position. And you have to learn to pass the ball off of all these bones in the hand, all right? And then we're gonna do a flipper. Not again, we're gonna practice doing a flipper on 1 hand, not because you ever pass the ball with a flipper, but because we're trying to learn how to pass the ball over all the parts of our arm, 1 arm. Once we've done that, then we put the 2 arms together. All right, you ready? This is just basic Ken Steffes, how to be the best beach volleyball player in the world. This is what I did, right? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna practice each of those 4 things 5 times in a row. That's all you need to do. This is not some long, complicated thing. 5 times in a row, and then we're gonna put them together 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Watch this. And you wanna work up to maybe 10 times in a row. Now, I'm 54 now. I haven't done this in 25 years, barely pick up a ball anymore. So we'll see how well I do, all right? Come with me. So the first one we're gonna work on is off the inside of the arm, just 5 times in a row. 1 arm, 1 arm, 1 arm, 3, 4, 5. You got it? That's all you need to do, working up to 10 times. Now we're gonna do it off the top of the arm. Ready? Back and forth. 1, 2, 3. Oh, now what I missed. 4, 5, 6, 7. Just off of 1 arm. Again, if you can pass off 1 arm, you can pass off 2 arms. Now I'm gonna do it off the hand, all right? Just the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one I need to work on. Let me try it again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, right? It's been a while for me. 1. I'm gonna focus. Stop talking. 3, 4, 5. There you go. Now I have to focus as I get old. Flipper, right? Back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, you're just learning to work the ball off of each part of your arm, right? Now we're gonna go inside, top, hand, wrist, back and forth. So inside, top of the arm, hand, flipper, inside, top, hand, flipper. All right, again, I haven't done this in, I don't know, 10, 15, 25 years. So this is the first day. Now I would come down here, spend about 5 or 10 minutes at the wall like this every day when I practiced. All right, now that's just the first part. Now we're gonna do part 2 okay? We're learning how our arms move in this direction. We have to learn to have our arms move from across our body, all right? This is not easy. Why is that? Because when you pass, right, if you're passing like this, or you're passing like this arm is moving the way we just learned, but this arm is moving this arm. So you need to learn how to pass the ball one arm across your body. You're never gonna see this in how-to videos. I'll bet you coaches don't even show you this, but if you learn this, you'll get really good. So we're gonna try to do it across body. I'm not gonna be very good at it, but still, I'm gonna show you. Ready? All 4 of those spots, right? Inside and across your body, like this. All right, it's hard, all right? Cross. 5 times in a row, right? Now this one, the top of your arm's a little easier than that one. So, but across your body, right? Like that, all right? Same thing with the hand. We're gonna learn to pass the ball across our body, like that, right? We're gonna do it 5 times in a row, work it up to 10 times in a row. Same thing with the flipper. All right, hold on. See, across my body, all right? Now let's see if we can do it all 4 in a row. 1, 2, 3. It's not easy, all right? Across my body. All right, you got that? That's the second thing. The third stage is, and this is only if you want to become a professional, I will do it now, is you would get on a balance board. Right, so you get on a balance board with a central cylinder in the middle, and you roll back and forth across the balance board, right? Because what you want to do is you want to separate your lower body from your upper body. So you'd be on the balance board, rocking back and forth. Then you just sit there with a ball. As you're rocking back and forth on the balance board, bumming it to yourself, right? That will separate your upper body from your lower body. It'll allow you to move in the sand while you're passing. All right, that all is just part 1 of how to learn to pass. Now we're gonna do part 2, all right? Part 2 is we're gonna learn to pass the ball with more swinging our arms side to side, right? Most people, they teach you to pass like this, right? Forward, with your arms moving down to up, which is of course correct. But again, in volleyball, beach volleyball, you have to learn how to pass the ball when your arms are moving right to left. You got it? It's not gonna be easy. And here's the key to it, right? In order to do this, right, I'm gonna have to hit a ball up by moving my arm right to left or left to right. I'm gonna have to contact that ball at the perfect time on the perfect spot. So this is gonna teach you 2 things, one of which is incredible focus, all right? So you're gonna be focusing on exactly where to hit that ball, and 2, you're gonna learn how to time it perfectly. So how to contact that ball at the perfect time. Again, because you're moving through sand, the ball's moving, you're in 3 dimensions. If you can learn to take it off of any part of your arm, one arm, and you can learn how to hit it at the exact right spot in the right time, you'll become a great beach volleyball player, right? So I'm gonna move my hand this way, and this ball's gonna go, watch this, all right? Up. Let me see. There we go. So you can do it low and fast, you can do it high, all right? See, again, I'm moving my arm back and forth and it's going up. Let's try my left hand. All right, you got that? You see that? If you can pass the ball with one arm going this way, you're gonna become a great passer when you use 2 hands and go like this. Now let's try it off the arm part, right? It's a little harder because I'm out of practice. So this is off the arm part, right? So if you can learn to pass the ball up, going like this. Let me try the left arm. All right, out of practice. I used to be able to do this, no problem. All right, you see that? There you go. That is how you learn how to pass a beach volleyball. All right, now, we had the contest, right? And I told you if you wrote in the comment section that I'd send you a free book. Well, our winner is, Damon Drainville, all right? Damon Drainville, you won the free signed copy of Kings of Summer that I wrote. You can get it on Amazon.com, Kings of Summer, The Rise of Beach Volleyball that I wrote with Travis Murder. So Damon, DM me your address. I'll shoot that book right out to you. All right, come with me one more time. One more thing you can do. All right, against the wall. We can learn how to set against the wall, but come close, come close. All right, so I used to set against the wall, mostly at home, but here too, you know, probably like 500 times. But I would do this. I wouldn't look at the ball, okay? I'd look to the right and I'd look to the left. all right? Because what I want to do is I want to get into be able to play the ball. I want to learn how to play the ball without having to look at the ball, all right? So especially when you're hitting, if you can see the ball, the blocker, and the defensive player, the ball, the blocker, and the defensive player, you know, I'm not looking at the ball, I'm not looking at you, I'm sort of seeing everything. That way when I go up to hit, and I hit that ball, I can see where the blocker and the defensive player, because again, how do you win beach volleyball tournaments? You hit it where they ain't. Okay, you hit it where they ain't. How do you hit it where they ain't? You hit it where they ain't, as you can see where they are, right? So if you cannot see the blocker, the defensive player, and the ball at the same time, if you notice my vision, I'm not actually looking directly at anything, I'm just sort of staring out. But I can see everything. I can see these people that are moving by me, I can see the people in the background, and I can see the ball. So I can swing at the ball, here's where the ball is, while I'm looking at the opposing team. So that game is so easy. This game is so easy. Pass that hit. Here's another thing you gotta learn, right? This is how you learn to hit. You have to learn to generate enormous amounts of top spin on the ball, right? You have to learn to hit the ball hard, rolling over it. And this is the drill you could do to learn this, right? My line shot, back to the line. I hit it with really super high top spin, right? So what you do is you throw the ball with a spin, and then you hit it against the wall as hard as you can, all right? Let the guy go by here. Everybody loves this play, all right? So I throw it up, and I hit it as hard as I can with top spin. Actually, I didn't do that, all right? This is how you learn to hit it with a top spin. Pop, all right? Throw the ball up with top spin, all right? Now I'll show you why, okay? Next scene, everybody. Last time we picked up, we was hitting the ball against the wall, right? Trying to develop that top spin you're gonna need to win beach volleyball matches. So the next thing you do by yourself, you come in, you get on your knees, right? Because if you can hit, is anybody shorter than me in beach volleyball? No. No matter how tall you are or small you are, you can always learn to hit the ball. So this is a good way to learn how to hit the ball into the court with top spin when you're just starting out. So I'm going to show you, right? And as you get better, you can try to hit different chords and things like that. So here we go. And you want to hit with a lot of top spin, right? There you go, as hard as you can. Ah, see? Perfect. I'm going to show you one last thing. Cut. All right, so these are all progressions, if you notice. It's a progression from easier to medium to harder. And if you do these things, I swear to you, you will get much better. Now we take it to the next game. So I'm behind the service line. I'm gonna do that same really super hard top spin, but as a serve. I'm gonna try to hit it as hard as I can because I'm gonna generate enormous amounts of arm, a speed on my arm, as well as power on the ball. And you can just do this and wail on balls in serving. You're gonna win a lot of volleyball games. And the next step is you go to the jump serve. All right? So here we go. I'm gonna wail that ball. Ah, yeah. So you hit it as hard as you can, literally as hard as you can. All right? With as much top spin as you can. All right? Ah, there we go. And you just keep getting stronger and stronger. Hit that ball, more top spin, more top spin. Then you learn how to hit it in the back left corner, the back right corner, how to hit it in the middle, how to hit it short. All right? Trust me, you will get better. If you do these just little keys, go get yourself the balance board like we talked about earlier, and then send me a video. Write me, text me, DM me. Tell me if it works or not. I guarantee you it will. All right, it's Ken Steffes, Olympic gold medalist 1996, Olympic Games in Atlanta, #1 player in the world, world champion, winningest player of all time, and there's a reason for it. There's a reason I was all those things. I don't say them just to brag. I'm doing it because I'm telling you how to be like me because I want you to win beach volleyball tournaments like I did. All right, thank you all.